I am muted. What I was saying is thank you so much for being here tonight. And I just want to say, like, whoever has invited you on tonight, just know that they think the world of you and that there's something about this opportunity that they see you doing or they've seen something in you that you could possibly love. So I just want to encourage you to watch in, to put your phone down, put your other browsers down. It's about 15-20 minutes, and I promise you it's like just so good to really have like a clear mind when you're looking into something like this. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and then I will let you know a little bit about myself. So this one here, now let me go share presentation. I'm actually just going to pin myself too. Give me a second. Sorry guys, just going to pin myself. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to, here we are. Okay, we got this going. All right. My name is Emily Orr, and I actually live in Hamilton, New Zealand. So I have two boys. They are 15 months apart. I also have two stepdaughters, and my stepdaughters are almost 12 and one's just turned 19. My background is personal training and group fitness, and this was something I've done for about 12 years prior to starting this business. And I was always really big on, I think it was like when I was 22, I remember being paid minimum wage and I couldn't even afford my bills. Like I was like working to not even afford to live. I just remember thinking there's got to be more to life. So that was where my group fitness business came from, and actually started with one-on-ones and eventually grew to group fitness because I knew that I wanted to have that business there. I wanted to be able to like go off, have kids, and then you know, have contract PTs, personal trainers, and then I can come back when I'm ready. But COVID hit, and I fell pregnant with my first and didn't go to plan. So I remember thinking, I knew about what this business was, and I honestly, my ego got to me. I knew it. I was using the products. I loved the products. I still do love the products. And I originally started with the products because I was pregnant with my first. He is now just turned 4. And I remember thinking I was so tired. And I'd seen a friend and she was honestly like, she was like bouncing off the walls. I was like, what are you on? Is this stuff legal? Can I have some? And that's pretty basically where my journey started with Arbonne, is I basically just wanted to feel my best. And I knew at that time when I was using these products that there was a business attached to it, but I wasn't open to listening because I was just in this part where I was like, I just needed like my group fitness. It's my baby. It's my identity. I really want that to work. And it was kind of like in a bit of a struggle street post-COVID. So I was trying to get that up. And it didn't take, and that's why I say just listen in tonight with open ears and don't make the mistakes that I have, because now this is like what I do. Um, but when I had my son, there was just this huge identity shift. And I remember thinking probably around the 3 month, like he's 4 now, but when he was about 3 months old, I feel like every single day got harder and harder in terms of my anxiety to go back to that job, like to go back to my own business. Like the mornings, the early mornings, the late nights, I just remember thinking it was, yeah, I just didn't know how to do that and be the mum that I wanted to be. I wanted to be the mum who could be there in the mornings and at nights, who daycare, school drop-offs, school camps, all the things. And I was like, well, my group fitness business isn't going to allow me, it's not going to allow me that flexibility. So that's when I really took a proper look into this business model. Um, and the rest is history. So I want to share with you what it is I'm
Oh,
actually
can't even see me.
about. Do you just want to, hold on, wait, do you just want to mute yourself? There we go. So yeah, so I'll get started. Okay, so who are we? Okay, so essentially who we are a 44-year-old company, and we're basically, in a nutshell, we get paid for recommending products that we're already using. Okay, so 2 years ago, like, oh, I just lost my notes. You're probably doing this anywhere or something. You're probably recommending a cafe. You're probably, get a good spray tan. You recommend that person. You're probably recommending things all the times, but without actually realizing you're doing it. So you're kind of just putting this into like a business. And these are things like, for example, I was already recommending protein powders, greens powders. I was actually already recommending like makeup from farmers that I would buy anyway. People would ask me about it. So this is stuff where I just kind of put it into a business. And this company's been around for 44 years, and we have been clean and vegan and all of the things before it was even a thing. This is back in 1980 when people smoked on planes, okay? And we have over 300 products that people love and people are already using. So it's not like you're coming in and you're, selling candles or something. Like this is you're basically giving a clean alternative to people for people to use and of products they're already using. Um, and it's and making a business out of it. And we have things from body wash, we have toothpaste, baby care, men's care, skincare, nutrition, sports nutrition. Basically, in a nutshell, we have, if you've got skin, we have got you covered. We have over 2,000 ingredients banned, and that we don't put into any of our products across any of the lines. And I love this. And I love the standard. I think the standard in New Zealand is banning like 50. So we have 2,000 ingredients banned. So we're way, way, way above the mark. One thing I love is that we are B Corp certified, which means that we are sustainable, mindful of the planet and environment, and we have integrity to the highest standards with everything we do. And it basically means we put the planet and people over anything else, which includes profit. So everything we do is just at super high standards. And I want to let you know that also in this umbrella, we are number one in nutrition and number two in skincare. So we don't only just hold like one of the hardest certifications in the world to get, but in that one of those hardest certifications to get, we're number one for nutrition and number two for skincare. So it just goes to show that we are like such clean products and products that actually work. We're also backed by science, and we're available, like you can grow and expand this business to 6 countries. So as you can see on the screen there, you've got Australia, New Zealand, Canada, US, Poland, and the UK. We are opening up to another 2. We don't know yet. We find out in about June. So there is more room for more global expansion as well. And, you might be thinking you don't know people in these countries, but I promise you, you probably know someone who knows someone in those countries. Okay. So, and that's the power. And I'm going to talk about that very soon about, the power of network marketing. So I know you're probably on here to understand how it all works and how to make money. And I've spoken to you about like what the products are. So now I'm going to move on to, how this works and how do we actually turn this into a thriving income that creates flexibility you are all after. So firstly, let's go over some perks. Like let's use an example about what happens when you walk into a store. You usually buy full price. As a consultant, we actually get 35 to 45% off, which is a huge discount. We also can buy from our own shop and earn from our own orders. So, and that's basically once you hit the first level of management. So there's only 4 levels in this business. So, this business, and I get that this business isn't for everyone, which is fine. And so we can help people become incredible customers with our customer loyalty program, where you do get 20 to 30% off all orders. And then every 4th order, you can get $75 credit back. So this is really cool because if you just compare this to like when you walk into your standard shop, you're generally paying full price. Whereas these give you options to get like bigger discounts, rewards, and, even paid back from your own orders. There's also another option where you can just buy retail off full price off the website, but I know that a lot of people don't go for that option because there's not many perks. Okay, so what else happens when you walk into a store? You may or may not get served. And I always love to use like Farmers for an example because everyone knows it, but like I don't want to like also name any shops. But it's true. You walk into a store, like you might get help, you might not. You might try a product, you might get the wrong product. Like let's say, for example, if you want to go buy some makeup and you try a foundation, you don't know if you've got the right shade, especially if you didn't get help. You've taken it home, you've opened it, you've used it, you've realized it's the wrong shade, and then like, too bad, you can't take it back. Like with our company, everyone who buys anything, you've got 90 days back money guaranteed. Plus, you've got the help of consultants to make sure you're looked after and that you're a happy customer. And this means repeat orders. So like happy customers, like our products, like I said on the first couple of slides, that they are like premium quality. They're incredible quality, and you do get results from them, and customers love them. They reorder, which means repeat commissions for us. And it doesn't just happen once. So like basically when you have a customer, they are attached to you forever. So it's not just like you're going to earn off that one sale. Like let's say they repeat order every single month. You've got that building up every single month from that customer that you did the work with once. So I'm just going to go over how we can like really expand on not just that one customer, how we can like really multiply this, for example. So it basically leads me to how we get paid. So we get paid 5 times a month. And when you start a business, you receive 15 to 35% off your personal sales, and these get paid weekly. If you're a customer who joins onto our loyalty program, we get 15% off their orders, like 15% commission. If you have a customer who uses a 10% discount code, like let's just say they come in, they don't want to quite sign up, but they do want a discount, they can come in and use that 10% off. We will then get 25% commission. And someone who just realized there's a spelling mistake there, someone what buys, but someone who buys full price, you'll get paid 35% off that order. They just want to come in, buy full price, that's it, once and done maybe. And so I love this because it means you can really dictate your pay. Like if you're really short on cash, you can really work hard one week and get paid that following week and really kind of, just boost your income there. I also love that our company puts on promos to help us make sales every month. So, and this is cool because our customers love our products, and then they've got extra sales going on that our company puts on, which incentivizes them to buy and like repeat buy, which means we're having repeat orders and repeat commissions coming in. So it's pretty cool. Now, the second way to get paid is by building a team. And what we can do is we teach and we coach and we mentor other women and men to succeed in their business, and we get paid off their efforts. And it's basically like Arbonne saying, thank you for teaching so-and-so to build her business. I'm going to give you a little bit of a cut off her sales. Now, I just want to say these are what we call overrides, and the percentage goes up as you go up in the business. There's only 4 levels. But I also just want to put it in there that you can outwork the person who hasn't introduced you to the business. So that's like another conversation, but I just want you to know it is fair, and I have outworked the person who enrolled me. So it is a bit because I put more time in my business, and it's the same for you. You can do the same. The third way to get paid are our monthly bonuses, and these are available at each level. So they range from $150 a month, and this is available from like as you get started, like right now, all the way up to $900 a month. And we've also got a car. Yeah, I'll explain it on this one. So you might have just heard me talk about the different levels in the business. So you won't need to understand all these, like all the jargon on here, but I just want to show like these are the levels just so you can actually see what they are. But there are 5 levels, and we all start at the first level, which is on the left-hand side, and it's called the independent consultant. But I also want to let you know that you're always an independent consultant, no matter what title you have, because at the end of the day, we all start at that same position, and the only like a title doesn't dictate like if you're better or worse, or it just probably means you've just had a bit more time in the business or a few more conversations, a bit more experience, but it doesn't make you different to anyone else. But you can also see here, like as you go up, these extras that get added on, like the bonuses and the override. So it might just look like a lot of numbers on there for you. When you get to the 3rd and 4th levels, which are on the right-hand side, which is the regional vice president and the national vice president, you can open up what we call a cash bonus, or a car bonus, Mercedes cash bonus, whatever we want to call it, to go towards a white Mercedes Benz. You can also opt out to have, just the cash coming in as extra cash every single month. But I think it's pretty cool that the company will reward you with a car. And it just means that you've got they choose white Mercedes because it's the safest car on the planet. And we're all about safety here. But the thing is, the leaders and people you are surrounded by are incredible and will encourage you to go bigger and after goals that you didn't actually think was possible. And that's one thing that I must admit, when I came into this business, I didn't actually understand that part. I just thought I was coming in here to make some money and I was kind of going to be left on my own, because that's what I did with my group fitness business. I worked and it was kind of just up to me. But you actually come in and you're surrounded by women who want to see you succeed, because this is how the business model works. For you to succeed, it's really going to benefit your person who's enrolled you to help you, because it's going to help them grow as well. So it's a really cool, fun business model, and it creates the most incredible relationships and friendships in here as well. And you might have heard somewhere along the line that you are the sum of 5 people you hang around. So if you want to grow, if you want to change, you want to be in this business to at least be around the people to like expand your mindset. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this one, but there's more guys. Every single year we get incentive trips that every single person. So if you started today, you can still go for these incentive trips. You get 6 months to earn them. And then this next one's announced in December 2024. So this is a bit old, the slide, but it's currently to Thailand. We also get, when you get to the top of the company, you can have a trip to Maui for you and a +1. It's basically like Arbonne saying, thank you so much for growing your business and helping thousands of people. I'm going to send you to Maui every single January, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so you can read these as I just explain a few things, but these are some testimonies from some of the women in our team. And it's yeah, you can read those yourself, but I just want to say, like, there are just so many different walks of life that come into this business. It's not just like a one mold. For my personal journey, I started this business almost 4 years ago, and it took me about 5 months to really make it worthwhile to leave, to like not have to go back to my group fitness business. And I also just want to state earnings.arbonne.com, because everything, like, you have to look at the averages. But at the same time, the averages are also there for people who come in and do nothing. So like, I don't really like sending people to those statements, but I just want to know, like, you don't need to be average. You can be exceptional. I did put the hard work in to get to where I am, but at the same time, I wanted more from life. And I just know that, like, if you really want more from life, you can, it's almost like saying you want to work hard for a short amount of time so you can free up time long term. And I encourage you really to really talk to the person who invited you on tonight, because there are so many things possible. So Pearl Williams on the left-hand side, she's a mum of 4, a solo mum of 4, and this is her only income. I am in the middle, and this is my personal only income. Obviously, I've got my husband as well, but this is the only income. I don't have any other job, and I'm a mum of little kids, and this business has given me the gift of being able to be with my kids the entire time since I've been born, basically. So I'm so grateful for that. I did work my group fitness business for that first 9 months, first about 13 months of my son's life, but it was like part-time while I was doing this, and I was also pregnant with my second. It was a busy time, but we got it done. And then Michelle she's a personal trainer, and she has come on here and also built an online income that she can work from home. And now she's got 2 babies as well. So where are we? We're almost finished. These are just like example ways to join. But honestly, if you are interested in joining, I would just go straight back to the person who invited you on, because these are just examples. There is no right or wrong way to join. Basically what it is, it's $109 to start a business. You can also earn that $109 back when I've just realized the numbers are wrong in here, so let's just not look at that. What's the next one? I'll actually just exit this and just talk for like 2 more minutes. So what gotta update that. So what happens is, like, it's $109 to start the business, and you can earn that back with doing like 4 or 5 sales, depending on what the sales amount is. So basically, you could have a free business. You can also have a business that is there, like, there's no minimum spend. You don't have to make a certain amount of sales. You can work it when you want. And that's what I loved. Like, when I was introduced to this business, I was like, basically, I was told I could earn what I want and work when I want. I was like, this is great. Let's do this. And it is effort-based, but I think some things that I want to give you to think about before I leave you is, if you keep doing what you're doing right now, like, where will you be in 3 years' time, 4 years' time, 5 years' time? And for me, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to be sitting here stuck, feeling anxious about working a business that's no longer serving, like to aligning with the mum that I want to be. And that's the biggest thing is like thinking about if you don't change, then you're going to be in the exact same spot in 1 year's time. You can also think about it like this, like New Year's was it like 4 months ago now? And you probably set New Year's goals and like how much closer are you to those goals? Most of us set goals and by week 1 or 2, you've just gone back to the same. And that's the thing, it's like being around people who are actually going to help you and drive you and, be around there to surround, like lift you up and believe in you more and just be there to help you. That is what you're needing. So I'm going to leave it there. And I want to just thank you so much for your time tonight. I encourage you to get back to the person who invited you on and they can talk to you more about the business, the products, and anything else that you might have questions with. So have a good night, everyone.